You know, man, you know what? I look in the mirror though, man, I'm like chiseling down, but my weight's still high, you know?
What you gotta be doing, man, is make sure you're hydrating a lot. 11.6. 7%, you'd be about 172. Okay. Minus 155. 16 pounds of 16 pounds of water you gotta dump.
Whatever your goals are, you just gotta get it.
Hi, my name is JJ Ambrose. I'm a professional MMA fighter signed with Bellator, and I also own Steel Athletics on Guam. I'd always go on these training camps. I didn't want to miss my daughter anymore going to these training camps, so we built Steel Athletics and combined with Spike 22, and the rest is history. It wouldn't do the island any good if I go off island and train somewhere else. That's the whole goal, is to stick together, you know, pool our resources. At the end of the day, the goal is to make Guam a better place to live. If we can just house all the talent under one roof, then we never have to go anywhere. I got you. You know, I got Frank signed into the UFC, Rocky Martinez signed with Risen, and myself into Bellator. Everybody here wants to fight at some level. I mean, there's just so much untapped talent that we can get into now. We're just gonna keep getting more guys signed from the Marianas.
This guy has to take off his shirt before we spar so he could try to psych me out, dude. Dude!
Frank did what he had to do to get into the UFC. You know, he trained his ass off, took the late notice fight. You know, watching his first fight in the UFC, I mean, he really showcased not only the talent, but the heart and the spirit of the people of the Marianas. When he yelled at the guy after getting hit, the hairs rose on the back of my neck. You know, that was such an incredible moment. When you sign your name on that contract for the UFC, it's like you're playing for the pros now. The level changes, you know, the preparation, the diet, the consistency with training. You know, everything we did before that was just amateur stuff. Frank's definitely risen to the challenge. You see him in the gym twice a day, you see the food that he's eating.
All you have to do, I mean, the underhood's right here. Oh, you're out.
Damien Brown, I wouldn't say he's incredibly talented, but he's one of those guys that works very hard. You know, he's just so durable. You know, it's hard to finish that guy. It's hard to put him away. With fighting Damien Brown, it's all gonna come down to discipline. Frank's way more talented, hits harder, has a better chin, etc. He's got all the attributes. So with Frank, he's just gotta have the discipline. You know, he's gotta go out there and just get in his face and stay there. I mean, because we don't have to get finished. At the end of the day, we're trying to get a win.
Listen to this.
I'm not into the whole energy aura thing, but the guy's got a good aura. I can't help it. He's just a great training partner to have. He's so talented, and he's still young. You know, he's nowhere to go but up. With Frank, I'm just hoping to get another fight of the night bonus. Anytime you see him on social media, he's always promoting something on the island. You know, the last thing I saw was about the meth on the island, you know, and trying to keep that out of schools, out of the kids' reach. And man, I just thought that was so cool. He's always doing something to improve the island. This is the kind of guy that you're like, yeah, I hope he wins it. If there's somebody that has to win the lotto, I hope it's that guy. We're constantly seeing in the news celebrity gossip. You know, we talk about the Kardashians or Trump grabbing someone's butt or doing this and that. We need to stop that. Just focus on the locals, you know, focus on the right people. Let's keep the island positive.
4 weeks out, so I felt like a spike in my conditioning. I'm getting good 5 rounds in, 6 rounds in, and I just gotta keep pushing forward, you know. People were tweeting that you know, hey, Damien Brown versus Frank Camacho in UFC Sydney, and I got to check out his Twitter page, and he's a husband and a father just like myself, so we have the same goals, and it's just so cool to share the cage with someone that is like-minded and just as driven, you know. So the coolest part was that he hashtag fight of the night. So hey man, I'm gonna bring it. Damien beat down Brown's gonna bring it, you know. So all this talking and all this smack talking and all this stuff, I don't think it's necessary. If he wants to do it, so be it. If his fans want to do it, if my fans want to do it, go ahead, do your thing. But on November 19th, when they lock the cage, man, it's me and him, and we're gonna scrap, and we're gonna unload, you know. And I'm just ready to go, man. Ready to bring it.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Wait, like you're in a movie or like?
No, just model like covers. I have like I don't know, there's like 6 or 7 book covers.
Really?
Yeah, they're really weird. I don't know, it's silly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have my wife show you. She kept them on her phone. I think she reads those kind of books. It's really bad. So they were like the weird ones, you know, like Vampire Night and, you know, some stupid stuff like. It's terrible. There's even like a gay one. I mean, it was bad.
That's so badass though.
Yeah, it was cool. It was like one and done.